want apple. Surprise.
Hi guys, welcome to a little product introduction and video review on a pretty cool little rifle. What you have in front of you is the Beeman Quiettek Air Rifle. Now this is a really cool little rifle put out by Beeman. This is the first Beeman that I've ever owned. I gotta say I really like the rifle. It has this really nice wooden stock. It is marked made in China, but you know what isn't these days. You get the rifle, the scope, the mounts, the covers. You get an Allen wrench key to lock it all down. You also get another Allen wrench key to lock down the barrel. This does have two barrels in it, 177 cal barrel and a 22 cal barrel, which is actually locked into the gun now. The barrels have a little area here, slides into the rifle, and then a small screw with a rounded end fits right in the little hole, locking the gun or locking the barrel into the gun and not allowing it to move. Now, before shooting, you always want to make sure that that little screw is nice and snug. If you're going to change out the barrels, you're going to have to re-zero your scope. Just be aware of that. Might not, be that much you're going to have to do, but to definitely zero it, you want to change, re-zero it after switching out calibers. Now, you'll notice this big, huge end. This is their noise dampening system. It works, and as far as noise reduction, it's pretty good, but it's not the best. The Gamma Silent Cat, Gamma really does a great job on their stuff. The Gamma Silent Cat and the Crossman, actually, that I did the last video on, are both quieter than this rifle, but it comes in at a third, and it's not bad. If you have neighbors and stuff like that, this is going to be okay. Definitely not that loud to shoot. Now, overall, the power behind it's really good. I shoot a maximum of 20 to 30 yards, and the power is there, for that range. It went through a steel can and then cut through the can, actually went through a picket and went on the other side and stuff. So it definitely has a lot of power behind it. I actually had to put up a particle board, a real thick fluorine particle board, to use it as a backdrop and to stop the pellets from hitting, going through. And it tore up that board, after a while, hitting in the same spot with the scope and everything. It actually popped out the back, and I got a picture of that. I'll show it to you right now. But it's a really great gun. I like it a lot. There are some issues with it. The biggest one is this gas ram system. I don't know. It doesn't use a regular spring. It uses a piston. And the piston, I don't know if it's the rifle or what, but when I fire the gun, it gives off a little bit of a jolt. And that little movement, you can say it's like a recoil, but that little movement takes me off with the scope and everything, takes me off my target. Now, if I'm holding the gun incorrectly, as far as if I'm holding it very loosely, not snug up against the shoulder, if I'm pulling the trigger too fast or maybe too slow, I'm going to go off target with the gun. Now, it makes me really pay attention to how I'm holding the rifle, how it's placed on my shoulder, if I'm squeezing it nice and firmly, and how my trigger pull is. Now, if everything's done correctly, it is a fairly accurate rifle, and I gotta say I like it a lot, and it's not that bad, having that little jolt go through when you pull the trigger. So it's making me maybe a better shooter. But if you don't like that kind of thing, it can be annoying and something that maybe you don't want the rifle because it's going to have that little jolt, and you don't want to even deal with that. It just depends on the shooter itself. So that is a little look at the Beeman Quiettek Air Rifle. Any other questions, feel free to ask. I did not use a chrono on it. Basically just using it in the backyard. I'm not hunting with it. And it is a great gun. Definitely has a lot of power behind it. Could take small game if you wanted to. And the scope is really decent. Not the fastest to zero the scope. It takes a little time. But like I said, because of the little jolt that goes through, you really want to pay attention on how you're using the rifle and your manipulation of the trigger and the weapon itself. So that is a look at the Beeman Quiettek. Any other questions, feel free to ask. If you can, please subscribe. Please share the video on social media if you can. And thanks for watching. You guys have a good one. Be safe and take care. I'll talk to you soon.